And welcome back for session 6 of Curse of Strahd. Darmyl, if you'd be so kind as to give us a brief synopsis of what happened last episode.
Happily. So, when we all last gathered, we'd woken up in the Blood Tavern to the sounds of Mirabelle and her sister fighting. Well, I say all of us did. Let's say some of us may have been a little bit more chipper. As they went about their fight over their rights to the tavern, we found out that they have this fight every day. It never seems to end. We After talking to a couple other people within the tavern, we visited the encampment outside of town in Madame Ava, where we got a partial reading that we will continue to explore what we learned from. We checked out Islik's mansion, which had some pretty impressive vines around it, as well as some heavy claw markings that were scraping across the walls. We learned some more about Arena during our travels. Her father died several days ago in an assault on their house. We went to the church after that. It was a, let's say, not entirely comforting occasion, but everything overall went well. Uh, Visited back home, learned some more about Arena in the city, and then started to head towards the river Ivlis, where we entered a clearing by the bridge, and some poor decisions were made by everybody involved, I think we can say. But then we made it across the bridge, and for the most part, found ourselves where we are now.
Marvelous. Anything to add, anyone, or pretty good? Pretty good? Alright, well, we are going to continue, I imagine, heading the way we're going. Yeah?
Yeah, please.
Okay, cool. So we are going to find ourselves at the crossing of the river Ivlis. You come across a rickety-looking bridge that does appear to be passable. There's a figure standing midway across the bridge. The river is flowing a bit below you. It is about 50 feet down the cavern edge, and the river does flow like a very clear blue winter sky color. The span is just over 50 feet wide. You guys can go ahead.
I assume no time passed since our last session.
No, nope. Maybe 20 minutes to walk here.
Gonna start to walk forward. Apparently, because the light is showing me, I can see that there's someone on the bridge. Does the bridge look like it'll hold my weight?
Just do a general perception for that.
Accidentally closed that screen. Hold on, it's loading. I see nothing, I know nothing. I got a 9.
I mean, it looks like a bridge and there's someone already on it, so it might support your weight.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep walking, because I trust everything around me, apparently.
Can we make out anything about the person on the bridge?
Everything is covered in a very thick black dyed leather with a hood, except the shape of the hood reveals that they have kind of pointed cat-like ears, and their eyes are feline, and they have a tail.
I'm gonna follow Shepard and just kind of be humming to myself as I do.
As you approach Shepard, the person in front of you, halt, stop. You have to pay the toll to continue on this road.
I'm intentionally standing on the ground, depending on how accurate this is. I'm not going out further on the bridge than the ground supports.
Is the feline-ish creature taller than me?
How tall are you?
Oh, geez, I think he's like 5'5", I think. I'm quite short.
Yes, he's taller.
For an elf. Bear's just gonna kind of look up and wave very politely with big smile.
What exactly is this toll that I need to pay?
The toll is you must surrender the life of one of your allies or pay 300 gold pieces.
And why do I need to pay this toll?
They pull a dagger out and start sawing at the rope bindings holding the bridge aloft. Because I'll continue cutting this rope, and we'll see how long you live after that, won't we?
Okay, can I...
I want to make it clear that they are trying to intimidate you and they're sawing the rope. Can you roll a perception?
And I got crap.
So you notice that they're not actually sawing the rope. They're trying to make you think they are, but they're not actually touching the rope with their movement.
Yeah, well, I want to gently intimidate them back, but I don't really have a lot of intimidation or deception or anything like that, so I don't really want to intimidate them. What I want to do... Here, hold on. Let me think how I want to do this. I don't want to...
What's your goal?
I don't want to pay. He's
Okay.
like this tiny little...
Then are you trying to
whatever.
scare him away so that he's not bugging you, or did you want to threaten him or in some capacity?
I'm not really. I want to not con, but I want to logic my way through it.
So we can tell that he's a feline, correct?
Yep, you certainly can.
Okay.
Big bushy tail and all.
Just gonna look up at him, look down at the water below us, and just... Don't cats not like to get wet? This isn't gonna go good for you either.
You see them tense up in response to that. But I won't, because you'll pay and we'll be fine.
Nope. It's like, well, I mean, I can swim. I don't know if you can swim.
Well, I don't have to breathe, so I can walk underwater.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'd be fine. You would be a very wet feline.
Well, do you even have 300 gold? I can just take it and then I'll be on my way.
You can try, or you can get wet. I'm pretty sure Shepard can probably just throw you over this bridge into the water.
I'm gonna kind of pretend to flex here.
All right, roll
just help.
Sorry, go ahead.
Can I help by throwing I've got 50 feet of rope that I was gonna, from my fairly anchored spot at the end of the bridge, just toss towards them so that there's a little bit more evidence that we've got this one under control and this guy's in a bad way, or this thing's in a bad way.
What did you want?
Yeah, you want to throw your rope and hold onto one end at the other end of Shepard, just in case type of thing?
Uh-huh.
Alright, yeah, you can totally do that.
But in an intimidatingly fashion as well, where it's like, it lands just sort of as Shepard finishes their point.
Alright, well, since we are on a 5 foot wide with a dangly edge, I do want you to roll a dex, since you're going to be throwing this other end 30 feet.
Alright. That is +1. Well, that's a 10 total.
Okay. You're able to, you throw it kind of haphazardly, and it lands halfway between the two of you.
I still pretend I look cool.
Alright, cool.
What did you want me to roll?
The person in front of you looks, in front of Sparrow and Shepard, he looks kind of just like an eyebrow raised, puzzled expression. What was that, Shepard?
You were saying you wanted me to roll something before.
Yeah, I was going to have you roll a charisma for your flex check.
Charisma. Where are you? Why are you? There you are. Oh my god, that's a -1 too. I got 0.
Oh no.
So the guy who is trying to not let you pass is so unintimidated by you, he actually laughs at what you're doing. You think you have what it takes to intimidate me?
Don't want to be super aggressive or assertive. I want to logic him out of this. Well.
Ember, can you roll a perception, please? You have advantage on anything due to your druid nature?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would animal handling help me with this sweet line?
No.
Dang. I'm like, I could try to pet him and see if he likes me.
Person, not animal.
Excellent.
Feline-ish, feline humanoid. I feel like it was a logical tangent.
Perfect. Ember?
Ember, who is still in giant brown bear form, has a 16 for a perception check, advantage on smell. And I was going to ask, can Ember as bear hear this conversation? Otherwise, imagine Ember rising up onto her back paws and kind of like peering grumpily down towards the bridge.
No, I wouldn't say you can hear this conversation, but I will let you do that perception with your advantage for smell.
That is still a... Oh, wait, actually, I didn't add my bonus. That's going to be a 21.
All right, so you do smell from the kind of like the light breeze blowing from the south, the smell of kind of tanned leather seems to be growing closer.
You said from the south.
Yep. So down on the map is always south because I'm lazy, and I'll never show it another way than that.
West is usually left. Excellent. I'm going to move a little bit towards that and see if I can print anything.
Yes, the smell is growing very strong. Just note that all of this area that you're in is rocky. It is difficult terrain unless you have mountain as your preferred travel style. And all of this grass is between 4 to 6 feet deep. So it's kind of like trekking through cornfields.
Perfect. I've got a speed of 40, so let's assume I'm going slowish.
Alright. Sparrow, Shepherd, Darmyl?
Oh. I don't have the gold to pay him. And I'm not sacrificing a team member.
I want to try something. I just don't know. I'm assuming it would be acrobatics if I want to try to like jump on the side of the rope and get around him. Like the side of the bridge.
So you want to balance on the like wire thin rope that's holding the
Either
bridge
that or
aloft.
see if I can jump over him, but I don't know if I can jump over him.
Well, he is around 6'2", so it would be a disadvantage to jump over him. I'll give you an acrobatics check to jump up on the rope. If that's what you're gonna do.
That's what I want to try. So I have a 15 for acrobatics check. And I just need to jump up on the rope long enough for it to propel me behind him.
So a 15 will get you up to the height of the rope. Do a dex saving throw real quick, please.
20.
Yeah, you're able
Not
to...
a nat 20,
No,
but 20.
I see it. You were able to use that to get all the way around him to the other side, using the rope as a stepping stone, basically.
Perfect. So we're doing that.
Darmyl applauds.
And I'm just gonna kind of grin up at him, just like,
Yes.
well, looks like
Bravo.
that worked out for me.
He's kind of now looking back and forth between the two of you and kind of almost not panic, but just general distrust of his situation. So he's going to yell really loudly, "Now, boys, now!" So Sparrow from nearby, there's kind of a hole between some planks towards the end of the bridge. and a man is going to pull himself up from the end of the bridge. There's one other figure who steps out from the bushes. They are also approaching the group of you on the bridge.
Hey, now what's this?
This is me being skeptical that this bridge will hold the lot of us, but not letting you pass without the payment.
Okay, so you're willing to sacrifice yourself and your 2 cohorts over there?
Yeah, as long as someone lives to tell the tale.
I still think we should give the kitty a bath.
Well, apparently he's trying to give himself a bath.
Ember, I'll take that check one more time, please, for scent of leather.
That's a nat 20.
Okay, so you're able to smell as this man is crawling through the brush trying to sneak up on you with a dagger between his teeth and a dagger in his left hand. You see him immediately after smelling his location 5 feet away from you.
So Ember would rear up very loudly, roar really loudly, and attempt to just startle this person and bat the weapon out of their hand without doing any damage.
Okay. You have the bear stat sheet, right?
Yep.
We'll just call it a dex then. You're a bear and you're bear size, so a dex at disadvantage.
The dex is what?
With disadvantage, because we're trying to not damage with your massive paws this person who's much smaller than you.
Oh, perfect. Well, that'll be it then.
A 10?
A 6.
A 6. Oh, okay. So roll your damage.
Would that just be a d6 for damage in this instance?
For a claw attack, yeah.
Oh, for claw attack, perfect. That's a 6.
Okay. So he's gonna scream very loudly, a pain cry, loudly enough it echoes, and everyone's gonna draw weapons. So you can roll initiative.
Yay. 19 for Ember.
Got a big 4.
I got a 9.
Bird eyed 14.
Alright, well, Ember, you actually get to go first. The one next to you is next to you, and he's, so when you tried to swipe that blade out of his hand, you accidentally mauled off his entire arm. So he's not dead, but he's bleeding out, and he doesn't look very pleased.
Can I attempt to just... Let me see. I will go ahead and just do another mild claw attack.
Okay.
So that would be a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Great. And then be 11 damage, and I'd be attempting to retract my claws a bit to not be quite as damaging, but
So
11.
you want? So we'll call it retracting your claws as half damage. While you bludgeoned him to death with your paw, holding back.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
Delicate bear.
he's dead. He was already on the ground prone, so he just kind of slumps over. He dead. Next up, we have guy at the end of the bridge furthest, Sparrow. He is going to try to shoot you with the light crossbow he draws. With a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
And he does 9 piercing damage.
Ouch.
And then Move backwards, away from the damaging.
Oh, why did I do it that way?
He moved?
Yep, so he drew his weapon, and he shot, and then he moved backwards.
Don't we get...
2 actions, yep, as players.
Okay.
The other is going to approach you, Sparrow, with a scimitar. As he's moving, he's going to draw his scimitar and make a slashing attack against you with a 19 to hit. These online dice are great, you guys.
That will also hit.
And that'll do 5 slashing damage. And Shepard, you're up.
How you looking, Sparrow?
We hurting a little bit.
Check. Do a medicine check there, Shepard.
Medicine check?
Medicine check. See how your ally's doing.
I got an 11.
They appear to be bleeding, but not profusely. They look like they're wincing in pain a little bit.
Wincing in pain. Okay. So I get 2 attacks because it's a attack of opportunity because that dude moved back, right?
No. So it has to be next to you within 5 feet. He's just down the bridge.
Jerk.
Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see.
I mean, the guy you're standing directly next to, if you recall flanking, you do have that with the guy right next to you.
So I'm flanking him?
Yep, so the guy right in the middle, the different-ish looking guy, he has, your Sparrow's on the other side, which means you're flanking him, both of you are.
Yeah. Worried about Sparrow. What I'm using. Okay. Well, let's see. I'm thinking I'm going to use down. We'll go ahead and do Word of Radiance for now then. And that's 13 Constitution save.
That'd be a 17 on the con save.
Damn it. Okay.
Alright. That's it for your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, Sparrow, you're up next.
Alright, I'm going to use my Blade Ward on myself.
Oh, beautiful. I love that.
So I will have some resistance
Mm-hmm.
against the damage here. I don't know if I need to actually do anything to cast it.
It's cast
It's
on
a
yourself.
cantrip, so yeah,
It's
it's a
at
cantrip
will.
just cast on myself.
Until the end of your next turn, you have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Nice. Okay.
And I am going to attack our feline friend with my trusty battle axe.
You cast a spell, though.
Does that not factor in my 2?
So 2 weapon
Weapon.
fighting, it allows you to fight with 2 weapons, so you get 2 attacks, as in the sense of 2 half
Gotcha.
attacks. So it's still 1 action for those 2. Yep.
I gotcha. Wilden. We just protecting.
Okay. And then one of these tabs has my encounter on it. Sorry. 1 second. I'll find it again. There we go. Alright, the guy between the 2 of you, it is his turn. He has a dagger in his one hand that he's pulled out his right hand, and he draws a scimitar in his left hand. Sparrow, he's going to attack you with the scimitar because he is flanking you with his ally.
Wonderful.
And so we have a 20 not crit to hit.
That will hit.
And that'll be 8 slashing damage. And since you have resistance to slashing at present, that'll be half, so 4 damage.
Okay.
And as kind of a follow through while he's swinging, he readies, pulls back his arm, and then quickly spins on the spot and then stabs out with his dagger in your direction, Shepherd, with a 21 to hit. Shepherd.
I said that will hit.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, I missed you. But he didn't. With 4 piercing damage. I got you, good. Darmyl, you're up.
Okay. So I don't have to go backwards, but I do question running out. How much action economy would it cost to switch from my Warhammer to my crossbow?
It depends on how you do it. If you like put it away and draw it, that'll be your action. But I would say you could probably drop it and draw the other weapon in that same hand motion. So depends, I guess. How do you feel about dropping it on a rickety bridge where it could fall 50 feet down into water below?
Not excellent, which is why this is such a hard decision. Is I'm either useless or possibly lose my Warhammer. And to use the Warhammer, I have to put a bunch more weight on this bridge, which doesn't seem like a super wise idea at the moment. Can I... don't have a good attack this turn. Can I tie the one end of my rope just to that, the post at the end of the bridge and the other just around my waist so that, you know, at least one of us is tethered and then sort of just not necessarily ready in action because that'll probably be my action, but be ready to react?
Sure. So do sleight of hand for your check on the tying.
Okay. +1. That is 18 total.
All right, cool beans. Everything should be in order.
All right, and then I just sort of generally yell in encouragement, I think.
Okay. Ember, the bear. You've mauled your first victim. What's next?
I have. So I think Ember, right, being in the tall grass, doesn't have a great picture of what's going on, so is going to maybe run towards the bridge and then see where the next combatant is.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can hear the sound of combat.
Yeah. So there's the person in between Sparrow and, where's the other combatant?
They are both just further down the bridge.
Okay. You know what? I think Ember is actually going to use a bonus action to draw out of bear shape and is going to cast Healing Word towards Sparrow.
Before that, I just want to have you do a medicine check to investigate the nature of the wounded or not wounded.
Ooh, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 23.
Okay, yep. So you would see that Sparrow is in fact the most damaged of all your allies, and that's within that 60 feet there too for the hit word.
Okay, perfect. Great. Then casting. So Ember is reciting a poem under her breath, which is just like her spellcasting jam. And that is going to be 2d4s, so that will be 8 health restored. for Sparrow.
Much appreciated.
Awesome sauce. Sparrow, the guy who shot at you is going to shoot at you again. With a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
And that'll be 6 piercing damage. We have not got back to you since you used your blade word, so that'll be half damage. But that's until the end of your next turn. It's not per attack, right?
Correct. It's till the end of my turn.
Yeah. So you take 3 piercing damage. There's kind of just the sound of it deflecting across your barrier, and the bandit will relay that to his nearer allies that you're not immune, but you're not taking the damage. The one closest to you, Sparrow, on your left side here, is also up next. They are going to slash you with their scimitar with a 22 to hit.
Ouch.
For 5 slashing damage, halved, which is 3.
Oh, look.
Shepherd, you're up again.
Well, do another medicine check.
Yep.
My friend is doing. If I get a decent anything, 14. How's she doing? I got a 14.
Yeah, Sparrow could use some healing.
He is doing okay. Needs some healing though.
Yes.
So okay. What can we do?
Probably won't die if they get attacked again, but who really knows?
Alright. Shit. I'm gonna have to do healing word.
Mm-hmm.
So that, and that should give him 10.
Sure, casting it as a 2nd level spell? Or a 1st level spell?
I did it as a 1st level spell.
Okay. You
So
said
that
for
gives-
10 healing for Sparrow for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much
If
appreciated.
necessary, I have another one for you next time, but this will give us something for now.
Alrighty, that'll bring us back to Sparrow.
Okay, now we're going after Catboy with a battle axe. And I am flanking, correct?
You are?
Dang, so the first one's only a 10.
Which will not hit. Let's get
So
that
we're
second
going
one.
to use the other battle axe.
Well, no, did you roll twice to hit and the
Yes.
the better was 10?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Jeez. Second one's not gonna hit either. I only got a 6.
It is a wobbly bridge, what can one say?
Yeah. And I've taken a lot of whaps to the head and the bod.
Alright, well, we are going to continue where we left off with trying to slash at Sparrow with this big scimitar. With a 7 to hit. Nope, sorry, that was that's flanking. I need to roll a second one. With a 6, nope, that's also gonna miss.
That will not hit.
And then a second attack with the scimitar out of frustration with a 6 and an 11 to hit. So
That will not hit.
we just wobbled back and forth, the two of us. That was super fun. We did the wobble wobble song, whatever.
We're matching energy
We are
here.
very much doing that. Darmyl.
Yeah, this seems like a time to try a spell I've been wanting to try. Can I cast, let me think. Yeah. Can I cast command on the one that looks different? and command them to dive.
To dive?
Dive, yeah. I get one word. I'm hoping he'll dive in the river. You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, or if your command is directly harmful to it. I would argue this is not directly harmful. He's just diving.
I think it would be directly harmful, as the person who knows what's at the bottom of this crevice. So I would say he will not dive is not going to be a valid command.
Okay. All right, well then I guess I'll just have to fall back to this helpful selection, and I would like to try to cast Command Grovel on the one in the middle.
Okay. Absolutely can do.
Alright, let me mark a spell slot, and that's a Wisdom 12 saving throw for it. Hopefully there's one more bad roll in there.
Marvelous, marvelous. Yep, we rolled a 6, 3. We rolled a 3. That's even worse. We rolled a 3, so we're going to call him prone and groveling. He's groveling in your direction, Darmyl.
Alrighty. And then I'll just go ahead and continue cheering, hopefully, in my turn.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, I'm going to say that a lot. I've been playing Magic, so gotta keep the phrases separate.
All good. Ember, you are up next.
Excellent. Is the final combatant right next to Shepherd on?
So this combatant next to Shepherd is the one groveling.
Got it. Is there a third?
So there's one right here. There's another
no,
one
further.
right here.
Perfect. Okay, great. Well, 3 and 25. Okay, well, first I'm gonna move the maximum distance I can move, which I assume would be right about here. Yeah. So then I can measure.
What are we trying to do?
Really figure out what I can do at range. I was not prepared for range. How good do you think my druid's command of Thorn would be at missing allies? Can I, like, lean over and cast a Thorn Whip without smacking anyone?
Yeah, I mean, like, typically, so, like, while we are in a 5-foot space, you could attempt to just, waylay past them. Since we don't typically work with cover, we'll not roll it with cover, but yeah, I say we can try to hit it that way.
Perfect. Well, I am going to use the cantrip Thorn Whip, creating a long vine-like whip covered in thorns, lashing out towards a creature in range with a melee attack.
Yep, so roll your dex to hit.
Oof. That would be 8. Although, does Savage Attacker, is that damage or to hit?
That's to hit.
Great, then let's do it again.
Yeah, to hit should be your +5.
That'll be 13.
Alright, and that will not hit. So, trying to aim around your ally did prove uneventful on this attempt. But we've taken out a new ability and tried our hand at it. That counts for something.
Effort points. Great.
All right.
Well, I will say, yeah, Ember's just probably like cutting her own thumb gently with a thorn and looking disheartened.
All right. Well, we have a shooter who's about to shoot again. And they are going to be aiming their light crossbow across the bridge at you, Ember. With a 12 to hit, which I do not believe will.
Nope, does not.
Alright. And they are going to move again. Strange how they keep getting further from the bridge as the bridge gets heavier. Sparrow, you got a scimitar incoming. So either a 21 or a 21 to hit. They both will hit, I believe.
That'll do it.
And you are looking at 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Shepherd, you are up.
I'm going to do another medicine check.
Alright.
See how my boy is doing. And that is an 18.
Yeah, Sparrow looks like they're, if you had to give it a percentage, they'd be above 50% health.
Okay. We're gonna do... Let's see. What will help you? I can either help with your attack, or I can heal you. I'm gonna add a buff to you instead.
You like buffs.
I'm gonna pull out my holy water, and I'm gonna chant, and I'm going to bless you. And let's see, 30 feet. So I can actually pop that blessing on to both Sparrow and to Ember. So, ba-bam. They are both blessed. And that gives them an extra D4 to your attack or saving roll, either one. So if you do need a saving roll, you use a D4 as well as your standard roll and add it to your attack. Make sense?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that is for 1 minute, Mr. DM.
Mm-hmm. So 10 rounds.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, Sparrow, you are up next.
I am going to cast Witch Bolt on this lovely fellow right in front of me.
Alright.
The non-prone one. Will a 15 hit?
It absolutely will.
Yay. Does this count as an attack that I would have the +4 on, or the however I do it?
In what capacity?
Do I need to add it to my damage that I roll?
It was for attack rolls, or
Okay.
was it for checks?
Yes,
Is my question.
It's added to attack rolls or saving throws.
Does it say
So either one.
attack rolls?
Yep, it says add the
so
number.
that's to hit specifically. Attack rolls are to hit versus
Yep.
it would say attack damage
Oh.
if it meant damage.
Okay, so it would have hit either way. Okay, cool. So 6 damage for that. And this will last for a minute. And we'll do an additional 1d12 on each of my turns during that.
You'll do a what?
So it says, on a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. The spell ends if you use your action to do anything else. The spell also ends if the target is ever outside the spell's range, or if it has total cover from you.
Oh, it's concentration spell, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And the range is 30 feet. Nice. Alright, we are groveling. We shake it off and realize we're groveling, and we stand up. And that's his turn. Darmyl, you're up.
Well, shoot. What if we said I tossed my warhammer behind me in a direction of solid ground while rapidly drawing the crossbow to still be able to get a shot off?
Okay.
All right, let's do that. So I'm going to swap to the crossbow. We'll unequip the warhammer, and
There it is, on the ground.
nice. It's awesome. Let's make sure I don't forget that. Oh no, I have to walk.
No, it's so you have a light crossbow, right?
I have a hand crossbow, it says.
Darmyl's hand crossbow is 30 to 60 feet then?
Wait, let me look.
Or is
Oh,
it
30 to 120. It's to that. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot how that worked. All right, well, cool. Never mind. We're good then. All right, so that is a, wow, 2 plus 3 is 5.
Okay, well, yeah, that won't hit. But E for effort, you roll a 5?
A 5 total, yes. I rolled a 2 on the dice, and I had a plus 3 with the crossbow.
Okay, cool. Got it. Well, I mean, E for effort and all that, yeah?
Yeah,
Ember.
I mean, I got the crossbow out at least.
Ember, you are up next.
Excellent. Can I squeeze next to my colleagues to do a melee attack on this bridge? Does it look
Nope.
too narrow?
Nope, you can't, because it's a 5-foot bridge.
Okay. Well then, there was one more baddie at the base of the bridge that I can like hear but not see, right?
So the bridge is like, it's just like, so like, I mean, if there's like a little sag, that would be in the middle. But we've got the 2 within line of sight, so you can see that there's 3 people in front of you on the bridge.
Perfect. And is the person at the edge of the bridge within 60 feet? I would assume yes.
Nope, they're 65 feet away.
Okay, great. Well, then I'm gonna move 5 feet. So I'm just gonna come hang out next to Shep. There's my person. And then I'm going to cast Ice Knife at our away companion.
Okay. Roll to hit.
2 to hit.
Roll to hit. Oh, 22 to hit. Jeepers. That'll hit. That'll do it.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, well, I'm going to cast this in a level 2 slot, so we are... One. Yeah.
1? You don't have any adds to that?
One.
No.
Nope, no adds to that.
Oh,
Just...
yeah.
You actually...
But no, if you
No,
rolled it as a second level, shouldn't it do 2d10? Or why did it say 1d10 for second level?
I don't... Yeah, let me just do a manual run, because I know that
The
it's
cold damage
calculating.
increases by 1d6 for each slot level above first level. So it would be...
An additional d6. I just rolled 1. So that would be 2 damage.
Yeah,
Which
okay.
is not a lot.
Still, it is still more than 1.
But the target and each creature within 5 feet of it succeed on a dexterity saving throw.
Or
Oh, yeah. So on a hit, the target takes 1d10 piercing damage plus the bonus d6, so that was the 2 damage piercing. Hit or miss, the shard then explodes. The target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
alright, let's see. The save was 13, which
13.
matches, so it does save.
Rockin'. Okay.
All right. And so you moved closer to attack him, so now you're within 60 feet, and he did not take kindly to being attacked and taking any form of damage from you. So he is going to use his action to disengage and sprint.
That's rude.
Yep, and then he is going to hide in the bushes and lay prone so that he is out of sight. The one bleeding out that you did a very nice clean swipe on, Sparrow, is very angry at you right now. So they're going to do like kind of a battle cry scream thing. Like they have this nice big gash from where you hit them. They're kind of pouring blood. And can you roll a perception, Sparrow?
Sure. 14.
Okay, thank you. They are wielding their scimitar to cut the section of rope here, which they did succeed in doing without having a chance to be interjected or stopped from you. And so that is going to trigger a kind of wobble effect, and so he is going to actually fall off and plummet to his death. He is at this point trying to take you all with him because he is certainly not going to live through this, and he is aware. So he's trying to take you all with him. So Sparrow and Shepherd, can I get dex saving throws from you, please?
What a jerk.
19.
I'll probably die right here. I got an 8.
Shepherd, you are going over the edge. So this is a 6 seconds of time. So what we're going to do is you're going over. Our other enemy has failed their check as well. Sparrow, you succeeded your check, but you used your entire reaction to steady yourself. So Ember, in the 6 seconds, we're giving you a reactionary dex chance to save your falling comrade.
All right. Ooh. Ouch. That'll be a 5.
Yep, so you kind of like realize Shepherd's going over the edge a moment too late. Shepherd, the last roll is in your hands, which is a dex saving throw at disadvantage.
So then, what do I deduct when I do that?
No, you roll it twice and you take the worst number.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And it is a saving throw.
13. I'm doing the saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
All right, got a 10.
All right.
Bye-bye.
So, nope, you have not died. You have a single hand has managed to grab the frayed rope dangling. So you are dangling, we're calling it 15 feet down from the bridge, holding on by one hand to a single piece of rope. We will give you 12 seconds to figure out the situation, but we are going to continue on the initiative, which does put it at your turn.
Okay.
And a Yeah,
can't do
the other
my
person did make their save too, so they're actually holding on to the opposite piece. So what would you like to do, Shepherd? And Darmyl, it's not 35 feet. It's more like this. It's more like 30 feet and then 15 feet down, so 45 feet.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah. Since we can't have a 3D space, Shepherd is under the bridge 15 feet down.
I'm looking at what I have on my person. That might possibly help, but it won't. So... Dude, I don't even know what to do.
You can try climbing up the rope with a strength check.
Alright.
That's something you could do.
Yeah, I can try that. Why am I blind?
It's the first one in the top left corner.
Yeah, I got it. I have a 15.
All right. Let's do. That is not going to be a succeed since you're dangling by one arm. Let's have you do a sleight of hand to see if you can grab it with the other hand.
All right. That is a fail. That's a 11.
That is a fail. So still hanging out by one arm, one hand. Sparrow, you're up next.
I have a question.
What's that?
If I cast Mending on the part of the rope that Shepherd has, will that also pull him up with it if it repairs it?
That's really creative.
Because it repairs a break or tear such as 2 halves. So if I repair the part of the rope to the bridge it broke from,
but it'll repair the part, but it's no more than 1 cubic foot in dimension, and there's 15 feet of damage. So you would not be repairing 14 feet of rope. So you could make like the torn end not feel or look torn and frayed. It would look like nice and like intentionally the end of the rope.
It won't help too much. Can I try a strength check to see if I can help try to pull him up?
Sure.
Oh, that's not going to do much. That's a 13.
That is correct. That does not match the DC. It is below. It is a fail.
A for effort.
It was an effort. All right. We have hanging by one arm underneath Sparrow's location on the bridge is the bandit who was trying to rob you all. He is 10 feet, 15, also 15 feet away from you, Shepherd, dangling from his rope. And he is going to try to check his dagger to break your rope. And that is a miss. So now he is down a weapon and is hanging on one-handed and spinning around wildly from the motion he just thrust with. Darmyl, you're up.
How does the bridge's structural integrity overall look now?
Not great, honestly.
Not great?
Yeah, like how about this? Let's have you do a wisdom check, just a general raw wisdom.
You guys would be shocked to learn, not Darmyl's strong suit. But still got a 13. on the dice for
All
a
right.
13 overall.
You have walked across a wooden bridge before, and you have seen a wooden bridge collapse under the weight of like a passing wagon or a cart pulled by like mules or something. It was just
Yeah.
like a 5 foot, 3 foot drop, so it wasn't like a devastating thing. But you do recall that before the bridge gave out, around 18 seconds elapsed as things kind of started to unravel.
Gotcha.
And you also, with that memory, would know that it's already been 6 seconds.
6 seconds, yeah.
Look at you firing off your brain rapid speed. Go, Darmyl.
This is the one thing he's good at. Shit, I don't think I have another. I mean,
Rope?
I think I'm gonna jump, y'all. I think I'm gonna run out, and I mean, I'm tied onto the bridge. Oh, hang on, I didn't actually do that math.
You're at 30. And then you're
30.
at... Yeah, you can... It would be 30 plus 15 is 45, and you have 50 feet of rope, so you'd have 5 feet left over.
So I'd be 5. I mean, that would at least get a better rope. I'd do a better anchor over there. Unless anyone has a better idea on how to solve the situation, I think I'm gonna
And, and keeping in mind, Shepherd's shown 15 feet out for 15 feet down. They are directly underneath where Ember is standing. Just to be clear, that you're not jumping out into the void. Like you're jumping
No, but
under
still,
the
like
bridge.
oh yeah, over the edge still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's my brain has weirdly rewritten that to below at this point.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. It seems crazy, but Darmyl's a dwarf of action, so yeah. Wahoo.
Wahoo.
So I jump towards Shepherd, sort of holding my, I guess, arm out. I think I'm probably lose my crossbow at this point, but
acrobats. Do an acrobatics check, please.
Okay.
And Shepherd, do a dex check.
It's a 16 total.
Shepherd?
13.
13. Wow, just barely cleared the DC on that one. You are able to grab each other's arms. You did have your hand crossbow when you jumped?
I did.
All right, well, are you trying to maintain hold on it while you grab your ally?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay. You're able to grab arms. I would like to draw attention, briefly. You do manage to connect. Shepherd grabs your free arm. You grab he grabbed his hand with both of your hands. And gravity sets in. And this is the point I'd like you to recall briefly, that you are tethered over here. And inertia is actually going to drag you in that direction against the wall. Because your tether isn't tethered to Ember. Do you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna start swinging with Shepherd in arm towards the wall of the canyon.
Is there any possible sort of roll I could do to try to orient like my shield towards the wall to take the hit?
I'm gonna say no, due to the nature of this maneuver, and the fact you've got this like 200, 300 pound Warforged in tow. So,
any chance Ember would react before they hit the wall?
To what avail?
To cast a spell.
Pardon?
To cast a spell. Am I next in initiative?
You are next in initiative. Yeah, what spell?
I would like to cast Entangle because they will now be within a 20-foot square of the ground. So grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square.
So,
Creatures in the area must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
so for this instance, I'm not going to allow it, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
It's because it says ground specifically, and they're going to slam into a stone wall. And then the other thing in Entangle is it's typically described as vines that are spiky, which is what creates that entangling ability. So they would just run into spikes, basically. So, but it was a good idea in theory for the restraining capacity. The good news here is we're only going 15 feet, so we're looking at less damage than, sorry, 2, 5, 10, 15. Yep, we're only going to go 15 feet of impact against the wall. Darmyl and Shepherd, both of you roll a d4, please.
Three.
2.
All right, Shepherd, you're taking the brunt of the damage. The spinning of the inertia has caused you to be the one taking the full impact on the wall. Shepherd, you will be taking 17 bludgeoning damage, and Darmyl, you'll be taking half of that, which will be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But now you are against the wall of the canyon instead of dangling fruitlessly above a gorge and a river down below. So this is a slight improvement, I would say.
Can we tell how far down we are?
From the wall, so from like the very top, you are 20 feet down.
So mentally we're sort of like here-ish. Not necessarily in the physics, but we're against the wall on that side of the bridge.
Yeah, so like you're gonna be like right, let's see, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, you're gonna be like kind of where these lines intersect right here,
Okay.
hanging.
Perfect.
We'll call it the circle right there.
Perfect.
So, I mean, the advantage here is that there is a cliff ledge under you. Should you lose your grip and fall, you will, not hopefully die at this point, which is good news, good-ish news. Ember, you get to go next.
Yeah, well, I am pretty much going to shout run and then run to the edge of the bridge. That's my max 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then can I, actually, 30 feet. Can I do a strength check, see if I can help pull on the rope from here? I'm not touching the post, but I assume I can get to the rope on the ground.
What's your strength modifier?
0.
I'm going to let you know without even rolling, you're not going to have the strength to lift Shepherd.
Fine. May I use a bonus action to return to my bear shape? And then attempt to pull them up on a rope?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, great. Well, that is my second wild shape. Excellent. Okay. Do you want a strength check in bear form?
I do, with advantage, because you're a bear.
Okay, so that will be a 16 with advantage and modifiers.
Okay. You're able to pull them 5 feet up the wall as long as you maintain the force you're putting on it and maintain like concentration on the pull.
Okay. Great.
Shepherd, you are very chummy with Darmyl now, and hanging still, but on to Darmyl now instead.
He is my favorite dwarf.
Why don't you roll a perception first?
Do doing that. I don't perceive much. It's a 12.
A 12. You're right. it's a hard moment to be in, so it's kind of there's nothing to perceive that'll really help at this moment in time.
No.
What would you like to do?
And there's honestly not a lot I have the availability to do here. I'm looking. Inventory. Not a lot that would help here. There's just not a lot.
Do you mean so we can as examples, since we are both hanging, you can try to get a grip on the wall. If there's a way you can grab the wall, you can't perceive any ledges or gripping points with your roll, but you can try to maybe dig your hand into the actual dirt, since you are made of metal, and see if you can kind of find a strength check, punch your hand through the wall to make a gripping. You could heal you and your ally because you both just took a huge bludgeoning damage when you got smashed into the wall. You can try to converse with Darmyl and figure out what they want you to do. So there's a slew of things we can do, just kind of depends on your direction, right?
Sorry, my brain is not on board today.
All right, no worries.
Well, yeah, the healing is probably definitely a good thing. How are you feeling today, Darmyl? How are you doing?
Better.
Do you need some healing? Because I definitely could use some healing.
I think you probably need it more than me after we met that wall.
Okay, well, I have a couple of spells that can help a bunch of people, so I'm inclined to wait. So I don't know. What do you think? What ideas do you have?
And you can also hold your action, because if Darmyl does something that could potentially cause you to fall, you'd have a reaction.
I know, but that's why I was just talking to Darmyl.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure if that's what you were doing. I'm sorry.
Darmyl looks over and goes, if I'm being honest, didn't necessarily have a plan beyond tying the rope to the bridge. So I'm open to ideas.
My character is honestly laughing. I'm laughing on behalf of my character because that is funny. So I think we're both fairly strong.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing that we're going to probably need to do a strength check in order to be able to see if we're going to be able to climb at all to get higher, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, now we're looking for your input, dear.
Yeah, so... Climbing?
The DM, darling.
10 feet? Are they at 10 feet now since Ember pulled 5 feet?
No, 15. Are we
15?
15, because it was started at 20.
We started at 20.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So do we need to do a strength or dex check in order to figure out if we're going to be able to start climbing?
That would be a strength.
Strength check?
Yeah, if you're going to climb up the rope you're already attached to, which, Darmyl's wrapped it around himself and fastened it very securely.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be strength.
Does that mean I'm going to have to do most of it?
What?
Give me something. Oh my god.
Pretty
No,
strong.
I have no strength.
Oof.
You don't, your strength is failing you.
Yeah. I have a 5. Okay. We're just going to sit here and swing.
Sparrow
yeah.
is going to be next up for actions.
Sparrow's gonna try to get off this bridge.
Yeah, that's great. Sparrow, while you're trying to get off the bridge,
Wait,
I'd like you to make
25,
a wisdom save. Wisdom check, sorry, not save.
Oh, I couldn't find it for a minute. There we go. Oh, that's a nat one.
Okay, yep, you do you. You do you, Sparrow.
25, 30. I think that's 30. Didn't measure, but I think that's 30. I think I counted right. 5,
6 spaces?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. We're almost off the bridge.
All right, and Mr. Dangly Dangleton, is going to try to pull himself back up his rope back to the bridge. That was not a good number, so that was a fail. Fascinating. Yep, well, anyways, we're out of initiative because he tried to climb up the rope and he lost his grip and fell and plunged into the water below and disappeared under the waves. So anyways, out of initiative.
Yay!
Yay!
And that poor guy, just trying to feed his family and he died. So sad, so sad.
$300 gold pieces to feed their family.
It's Barovia. Things get tight, bro. Things get tight.
It's
Hey,
me.
I mean, yeah, if you've seen the price of a Barovsko membership out there,
Oh no.
thank you. I didn't know how to get rid of that.
Yeah, I was
All
going,
right,
I figured it out. It's all good. It's all good. Well, now we are not in initiative, so you guys just knock yourselves out solving this one, eh?
Yeah. How long will it take Ember to pull them up in slow plodding bear form?
With the check you did before, that's to maintain the pressure and keep them at 15 feet from falling. With the current situation, you're not able to apply more strength to pull further. You would need additional help.
Can I, since I'm tied in, try just straight climbing the wall? Because I don't have to maintain grip on the rope or anything.
Yeah. Why don't you roll a perception?
Okay. That's a 7.
Yeah,
Oh my
you
God,
can try to climb up using sheer force of will and strength against the sheer flat face of the rock.
Just me and gravity. Okay, we'll give that a go. Well, that is a 2 plus 3, so we're gonna go ahead and put this dice in jail for a minute, and I guess caress the rock gently.
Yes, very gently caressing up the rock.
Will I be of any help to Ember if I try to do a strength check?
Only one way to find out. I mean, you are the hardest hitter in the party.
Oh, no, I only got a 5.
No, that will not help at all. You're right.
Why do I roll suck so bad today?
Because we're pushing against your weight.
And it started good too, though.
Let's get this 300 and wait. 400, almost 500 pounds. 500 pounds of weight. Nice.
Yeah. What does a brown bear weigh? Okay. Well, that's a large range.
Can I try to climb the rope?
You
But
don't
not-
have any climbing gear, do you?
I have thieves' tools.
No.
Like I said, I mostly just tied it to it and Small file, set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of mirror blade scissors, and a pair of pliers.
I have a quill. I'm gonna write my way out of it.
So yeah, the good news here is that we're competing against the weight, and that is the good news. Sorry, the good
Why
news.
is it always me?
It's not
Because you're-
always you. It's
Yeah.
whoever has the bad roll.
I'm gonna do a perception just to
always.
see if there's anything around that I can see that might help them.
Okay. Yeah.
That'll be a 21.
Yeah, there
There
is
we go.
actually. You know for a fact the most helpful thing would be if you ran in the next 6 seconds and pushed Ember and yourself off of the bridge as it's about to collapse.
All right.
Yeah, and with that 21, I'll also give you that you have a sinking suspicion that when it collapses, it'll create a makeshift ladder of planks back up the side you're on.
Wonderful. So I am going to run towards Ember and yell at her to run the rest of the way off the bridge.
Presumably Ember, being very startled, will back up and let go of the rope.
Marvelous. And then the bridge will in fact collapse, and it will fall and smack into the back of the heads of Darmyl and Shepherd. I'm so sorry, you guys.
I lay on hands as this is happening.
Okay. That was a very wise decision. What was your healing on that?
I'm gonna do 10.
Okay. On both of you or just yourself?
I was gonna do that on Shepherd because I thought they took it worse. but-
Shepherd, they did take it worse. They're on the wall side and you're on the bridge side.
Oh, I'm on the bridge side? Fine, yeah, then I'll take the 10.
All right. Well, yeah, that's good because you are taking 18 bludgeoning damage, and Shepherd is taking 9 bludgeoning damage as the bridge collides with the back of your heads.
All right.
Yikes.
But now there's this really nice ladder made of planks that you can use to climb up.
All right, we're gonna climb up this ladder and never get across the bridge to the other side, which is great. So our goal is
To
not
be on the other side of the bridge, yes.
accomplished, but I need to heal me and Darmyl. So we're gonna do. Yeah, does this work on me and Darmyl if I do Prayer of Healing?
I mean, do we want to go up first? Can I do
We're
any
going.
number?
I thought we already
Yeah,
went
yeah,
up.
you're able to
Sorry.
get up without.
okay.
I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's effectively a ladder. So.
I grab my Warhammer back and equip it.
While
And
bleeding out slowly, just
and pet it
modern
gently.
weapon.
So for the Prayer of Healing, that works on myself too, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
to creatures target in the range, correct?
Yeah. So next to all of us, so we can all be healed because it's up to 6 creatures, and it is 2d8 plus 7. So I'm gonna roll that for us. Please roll something decent, and we all get 21 healing.
Nice.
That is very
Yay.
decent.
Yay.
It's nice that spell does not split.
Yes. Woo.
Wow.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Ember, seeing that her companions are not dying, is gonna go over and like sniff the dead body in the grass.
All right. Yes, it is a dead body. It has started to do the smelly thing it does after they die and defecate. Super fun stuff. There's kind of a underlying scent of blood, but more of like a dried blood scent, which this body is still kind of expelling, and it hasn't had enough time to dry. And that's coming from kind of like the back shoulder area.
Ember, being a bear, does not know what to make of that.
Oh, that's right, you're a bear.
I'm gonna walk over to what Ember is investigating, because I had no idea that there was a body here until this moment.
Something
I'm
unusual
gonna
going
search
on.
the body and see if there's anything useful.
Yeah, absolutely. With your eyes or your hands?
With my hands, we're doing an investigation.
Yeah.
We getting a 20.
Nice. Yeah, so why don't you give me a percentile, please?
Oh jeez. Can never remember how to do this. There we go. 46.
You said 46?
47.
Ah, 47. Alright here. He has a trinket in his pocket.
Ooh. Is it shiny? You like shiny?
Let's see what kind of trinket it is. Alright, I'll take one more percentage.
88.
88. In the pocket, you find an old little doll made from a dark, dense wood that is missing a hand and a foot.
I love it.
It is in the Gothic horror style craftsmanship.
I love it even more. Can it tell if it's a male or a female doll?
It's a female doll.
Oh, she's beautiful. I love her. I will love her forever.
Alright. I suppose the next thing to do would be to find a place to cross.
Dang it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I mean, at least we didn't spend 300 gold or, have one of us die.
Yeah, but we had to kill them all, which kind of sucks.
I would argue that we only killed one of them.
Yeah, I was
The
just
other
saying,
two kind of brought their own end.
really not our fault.
Ember's like sort of lowering her head and looking embarrassed in bear form.
Didn't one of them
It wasn't
jump
your
off the
fault,
bridge
Ember.
himself?
You didn't mean to.
Alright, well, do you want to start going back towards where the girl's tied to a tree, or do you want to start going west along the north side of the river to look for a safe place to cross to get back to the road?
Anyone want to check on the girl tied to a post? Or onward?
Sounds fair. We can do that.
To which?
We could check on the girl. Since we're kind of in between, I'm having like severe high flashes. Would it be possible to take a break now?
Oh, sure. Let's take a break right now. And we're back. We are headed back to check on the girl that we've tied to a tree. And hopefully there is a place that is acceptable for crossing the river at that point as well. As you enter the clearing where the road kind of gets up to the tree you tied her to, there is a pack of wolves snapping at the girl tied to the tree.
Oh no.
Can I attempt to intimidate the wolves in my bear form?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. Insert loud bear noises and aggressive pawing of ground.
And then your intimidation roll.
Yes, that would be the thing. $18.
Ah, and we have a snarling, slightly larger than the rest wolf, intimidating you back with a 21.
Oh, rude.
Snarling, bared fangs, they're actually kind of intimidating you, even in your bear form, with their size and their numbers.
I head in to back Ember up.
In a yelling match with wolves type of thing?
Yeah, like yelling and, banging my warhammer and shield together and trying to look as large as my 5'2", 172-pound frame will allow me to.
Okay, yeah, roll your intimidation.
All right, what do we got there? +2. We're not going to trust that dice just yet. Maybe we should have, because that's going to be a total of a 9.
Yep, and with a 12, the wolf is intimidating you back, baring its fangs. Drool everywhere, clearly a very rabid beast.
Oh, it's instant next year.
Okay. I would like to... Let's see. Like to cast command on the alpha. Am I close enough? Or I can move forward. Here. And then cast command.
Okay.
And I want to cast grovel. They have to have a 13 wisdom saving throw.
Not one.
Okay, so they should be falling prone.
So not
the
falling
ground.
prone, but because they're on all fours, they don't go prone, but they will like kind of bow down their front two and kind of like bow towards you, in kind of a reverence for your superiority.
Okay. How does this affect the pack?
The pack, so the two right here and right here are still snarling at the girl. This one disappears completely. And then the other two are also snarling at the girl.
Okay.
And then Sparrow. So do you want to try doing anything?
I'm not gonna try. No. I'm gonna just roll a perception. Like, see anything useful. The 17.
Something about these two wolves seems off. Would you like to perceive further?
I would like to perceive her.
Do an Arcana check.
15.
They are not real. They are projections.
Can I tell what they're projecting from?
Not with a 15, but you can tell they're magical and that they're just illusions.
Okay, I'm gonna relay that to my group. And some of them are not in fact real.
Can you tell where they're coming from or who created them?
I can't, I just know that they're not really there.
I kind of like the idea of. I mean, I feel like we owe it to this pig-masked little girl has probably learned her lesson. So I'm here to sort of scare her, get off or get away, whatever this is. And if they're fake, I'm down to call the bluff and just run in.
Yeah, and she's like yelping and like squirming out of their attack range. So she's tied to the tree pretty good, but they're going for her legs, and so she's kicking her legs so that they keep missing. She does look kind of tired at this point.
Anyone got a better idea?
No, that sounds.
Ember's just gonna charge.
Yep, I'm in.
All right. Well,
Since I know it's an illusion, I'm just gonna step right into that first thing.
Okay. Yeah, it actually dissipates completely as you step through it. And you're gonna do what exactly?
I assumed something was probably going to attack me before I could do another thing, so I was mostly preparing for that. At that point, I'm just gonna head a step forward, stepping on the next wolf towards the pig-masked little girl to untie from the tree.
You're stepping on the wolf? All right.
Well, I was gonna try to see if I just ran through and it dissipated. I'm gonna assume maybe this next one's also a projection.
So the next one,
I didn't do...
the next one bites you with a 19 reaction.
Okay, well, we've established Darmyl's not the smartest. He thought maybe they're all fake at that point.
Yep, and so we're gonna jump into initiative here, and you're starting off with 6 piercing damage. Can I also get a con saving throw from you while we're at it?
Okay, there's the damage. Con save. We'll just roll in here because I'm clicking already. That's a nat 20 plus 3.
Beautiful. Okay.
And then I think I still then need initiative. Yes. Not as good. 13.
What was your initiative, Shepherd?
Oh my god. I swear to god. This page is not. Sorry.
It's all good.
I have a 19.
Oh, beautiful. Starting. Hey, look, Ember goes first in this one too.
Excellent. Okay, so Ember was gonna charge straight into the first wolf, biting. Is it real?
Okay.
Isn't he still prone?
Yep, so you can roll with advantage because he's bowing.
Great. Okay. So we have 13, and actually that's a 16 because it's a +1 to hit, not a +2. So 16 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit. You can roll your damage.
10.
Alright.
And then I do get a bonus attack of the bite as well.
Okie dokie. Roll to hit on that. This is not at advantage because he is no longer groveling.
Great. So that would be 12 plus 3. It's actually a 15.
Yep, that'll hit.
And another 9 piercing damage.
Awesome. He did not like that. You got a lot of snarling back in your face. Shepherd, you get to go next.
I need to move forward because I want to detect good and evil. So I'm going to move here. And let's see.
You understand there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, so I want to double check all of the creatures.
They are none of those things.
Damn it. Okay.
In fact, none of them are none of those things. They're all not those things.
So the four, they're all living.
Yep.
And
So
none of them are
everything,
magic
yeah, because like it does. You don't know specifically what they are, but you just know what they're not. right?
Okay. Right. So it's none of them are magic constructs anymore. The magic constructs are gone.
What do you mean?
Because this is also saying whether or not something has been magically consecrated or desecrated. So if it's
Yeah,
a
like
magic,
it's not like so like if a spell so there's like a curse spell that would desecrate the land or a consecration land like ritual, blessing the land, and that hasn't been done here, to the place or object in the area, and then the creatures don't fall under the what your spell can detect.
Okay.
All right,
My turn is done.
Darmyl, you're up next.
Okay, I am going to. This one was also fake, so I'm going to take one step to the side, which should hopefully also activate my feet, so that if either of them attack the girl, I get to get a swing on them.
That's true.
And then I'm going to take a swing on the one that hit me first, with the Warhammer.
Alrighty.
So the one on the left.
Yep, roll to hit.
14 plus 5, 19. So we'll roll, we won't smite, just 1d8 plus 3, so 6 damage.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
Bang.
Sparrow.
I'm gonna get a little closer. I think you said me.
One more time, Sparrow. You're a little bit far from your mic.
I said, I think you said me.
Yes, you.
Alright. So I'm going to move closer. And we will do a witch bolt on the one to the left of the little girl.
Alright.
And that will be a 10 to hit.
10 to hit will not be enough to hit.
Boo.
Are you still blessed?
Not at this
I don't
point.
think so.
No. Too much time has passed. Well, Bear, you're gonna get attacked by the wolf in front of you.
Fair enough.
They are going to try to bite you. With a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
For 3 piercing damage. Can you make a con saving throw, please?
Yep. Is there a difference between a saving throw and a check?
The saving throws are on the left side of your screen.
Oh, got it. Then let me do that one again. Basic result. 10.
Okay.
Excellent. So that was 3 damage.
That was 3 damage. And they're taking their second attack of their multi-attack to slash you with their claws.
Great.
With a 14, is that it?
Do I use Bear's AC or mine, or whichever's higher?
The bears.
That'll hit.
Okay. For 5 slashing.
What?
And barely any armor on.
We're moving into attack Sparrow. With a bite. With a 5 to hit.
That will not hit.
Will not. And then anger at the miss and anger at the Darmyl. They don't know your name is Darmyl, thankfully. They're gonna roll a 12 to slash at you with their claws, Darmyl.
That will miss, and then I get a reaction for the attack against Sparrow.
Yep, you do.
It's a 7. So, nope.
All right.
We all just kind of whiffed at each other for a moment.
And also going after Sparrow with a bite, 23 to hit
I will.
for 9 piercing damage. And can I get Sparrow to make a DC con saving throw?
23.
Alrighty.
And then, do I get another reaction, or do I only get 1 per? Is that only 1 per?
It's 1 per, but this is the second wolf attacking, and they're not done attacking. They're going to also try to slash at Sparrow. With a 14 to hit, which does not hit. So now you can take your reaction against them.
Cool. That is a 16 total.
On the damage or to hit?
To hit.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that'll hit. Roll your damage.
Cool. That is 11.
That was surprising to them. Ember, you're up.
Great. I am mad, so I'm going to bite.
Roll with advantage.
Okay. Let's see. So that was a 15, or that is a 16 to hit.
Alright, damage.
$11 piercing.
Alright, they are bloody. Very, very bloody.
I'm still mad, so I'm going to swipe with my claws.
Okay. Roll with advantage.
25, a nat 20 in there.
Oh, beautiful. Roll your damage twice, or double damage.
So that was 9. A 9 and a 13.
Wow, definitely very angry. Shepard, you're up next.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use Sacred Flame on this one that's right behind, and it won't let me click on him. So rude.
Which one? The one, this one?
Yeah, the one that's right behind Sparrow.
Yep,
No, the one that's to the right.
this one.
Yeah, that one. Thank you. So I'm going to use Sacred Flame. It's a 13 dex save.
5.
Alright. And that is an 8 Sacred Flame damage.
Alright. Darmyl.
Alright. We'll go ahead and wing at the same one I've been swinging at, so the rear of the 2 wolves. Would I be flanking?
No.
I didn't think so. Worth a shot. 13?
To hit? Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, cool. That is 6 damage.
Alright. As you roll, as you swing your big giant battle axe to hit, your battle axe, right before connecting with the body of this wolf, like kind of an invisible like barrier forms, and it completely glances off of the monster.
Oof.
Sparrow.
Darmyl looks extremely confused at this.
Sparrow, you're up next.
I am going to try to swing my axe at the one directly in front of me. Let me get the right thing open. That'll be a nat 20 for a 23 to hit.
Okay.
And that'll be 8 damage.
Let me just look something up real quick.
Is that double damage?
Yep, it's double
Or
damage.
should it be?
Yeah, it should be double damage.
Oh. Then it would be a 16.
What was the double damage?
16?
Okay. So you're going to get this nice big giant like cleave right into their skin, right? And when you pull back your weapon and disconnect, their wound just immediately heals itself.
I'm just gonna kind of blink at it a couple of times, very perplexed.
The one in front of you, Ember, is going to take a second to change its shape in front of you. Very painful change of shape, I may add, as it becomes a man before you. And pulls out a spear and tries to spear you with it. With a 22.
That'll do.
And 8 piercing damage. As he pierces you with his spear, he gets really close, and whispers in your ear, "Welcome to the club."
Huh.
Darmyl.
Yes.
We have the one directly to your left is rolled a 16 to bite you, which I believe is a miss.
That is a miss.
And they will try to claw you with a 16 as well, which is still a miss. And the other wolfie is going to also try to bite you with a 15 to hit, and claws with a 21.
That'll get there.
So that'll be 7 slashing damage. Ember, you're up.
As my now human friend has leaned close, can I smell anything about my attacker? Like, is this human? Is this wolf? Is this shapeshifter?
Yeah, it smells like all of those things. The first two, at least, for sure.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'm probably still a very enraged bear, so I think I would just keep fighting this.
Yep. Roll with advantage.
So it's 23.
Alright, roll your damage.
10 piercing.
He goes down. For like a very brief second before he falls on completely stuck, still dead. He makes eye contact with you, and he gives you this like really, really dry, very sad smile, and then slumps over dead.
Okay.
The other two wolves will now immediately try to disengage from the battle and flee as quickly as possible. This will grant Sparrow and Darmyl both opportunity attacks against them as they try to flee the area. Darmyl and Sparrow, would you like to take opportunity attacks? Yes?
Yes.
I can't remember if I rolled twice or once.
You roll once.
Okay. So yeah, I rolled an 8.
10 total.
Alright. So both of them run and disappear down the road. And you're out of combat.
Can I take a look at the wolf man?
Yep.
Do I perceive anything about him? Anything unusual?
Clothing is in tatters. Just a dude.
Can I do an Arcana check on him? Is
Yeah.
there anything
Yeah.
interesting? It's just a 12.
Nothing stands out.
Can I do a perception check on the girl?
Yep, she's unconscious right now. She's had quite the time of it. But do a perception check on her.
That is a 10.
She doesn't appear to have been harmed. Even tied to a tree, she seems very agile, apparently.
Oh, let's get her untied.
Yep, I was just gonna say, if someone could come help with checking her for injuries, I can get her untied.
Okay, so let me do a medicine check here. Get a little closer to little Missy. Wow. It's a 10. Damn it.
Yeah, she doesn't appear to have suffered any injuries. She just seems to be exhausted and had fallen unconscious as a result.
Okay. Alrighty.
Having untied and being absolutely no help with this sort of thing, I'll head over and can I search the dude? Like search for search for pockets
Yeah,
and
so
whatnot?
he's got a pocket. Everything else is just kind of torn to shattered, to tatters.
So investigation.
Yep, investigation for your hands.
There we go. That'll be 16.
Alright, you're checking his pocket specifically?
Yeah,
Or
his
just
pocket.
him in general?
The pocket.
Okay. The pocket is, you can turn it inside out, and there does not appear to be anything in it.
Take the nothing. Why? I don't think we can just leave her here unconscious.
No.
Got a fire going. Do we try to wake her up? Do we hang out here for a little bit?
Can we rouse her?
Yeah, I mean, if you're on a browser, you can absolutely do so. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Ah, it's you again. Big one. Hi. Oh, the blood is flowing through my arms again. That feels nice.
I'm so sorry for what we did to you. I have no excuses.
Where'd the wolves go?
We frightened them off. And unfortunately, this shape changer here is dead. He attacked us.
Did you get bit?
No.
Did any
I
of
don't
you
believe
get bit?
Ember makes a huffing noise and looks over.
She looks at you in horror and actually steps back. She
Is
kind of
there something wrong?
makes a sign towards you. Is there something wrong? I would cut your ties and leave her be.
What? Who is he? What do you know about what's going on here?
Well, they were the children of Mother Night. They'd come to lay claim to me because I was alone and helpless. It seems they laid claim to you instead.
Was Ember bitten?
Are you asking the party or?
Yeah, you guys. Ember
Yeah,
wasn't bitten.
Ember was bitten.
Ember was bitten.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? I'm talking to the little girl now. What happens if she was bitten?
Well, then she becomes one of them. And then their numbers grow.
A wolf?
Yeah, the lycanthropy curse.
Oh, wonderful. So, oh, well, we'll need to look into that. So is the only way to transfer this curse by being bitten?
Yeah, if your blood is weak.
Were you bitten?
I was not. I'm too agile, even tied to a tree.
Such a precocious child.
Not a child. Appears as a child, not a child.
You're a precocious person then. Can we escort you anywhere? To safety somewhere, perhaps?
Yeah, sure.
And do you happen to know a way across the gorge?
Yeah, I mean, we could just go to the quiet crossing. You have payment, I assume.
Oh,
About that.
Unfortunately, we
Not for me. Not for me.
attempt to go across the bridge, and then we were attacked, and suffice to say, the bridge is no longer an option.
Yeah, you might want to call it the Quiet Gorge now.
So, what happened to Chad?
Who?
Chad, the freak guy.
The Tabaxi. Yeah, Chad the Tabaxi. What happened to him?
He went
tried
swimming.
to kill us, and then he fell off the bridge.
Classic Chad. Okay, well, I guess, yeah, we can go to the other crossing. That's fine. We'll go to someone who will extract different payment. But, you know, it's all really the same here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. She's gonna dig around in her pockets. None of you guys have food, do you?
We did. I do have rations. Yes.
Oh, not rations. Like good food. Like food you can't just get. Easy peasy. Like good food. Like baked goods, dream pie, anything like that?
No.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
That's back at town, sweetheart.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, the worst we could do is an IOU. She might be afford if she's in a good mood. But no sense sitting around here. It's only a matter of time till your friend goes furry. Well, furrier.
At this moment, Darmyl begins pondering the prospect of a werewolf bear.
A werebear, what it's
Oh,
called.
yeah, a where I suppose.
Oh,
That
And
I
then
would be
wondering
suppose
what.
if we're traveling together for a time, I can tell you my name.
That would be lovely.
I'm Jillica.
Jinica?
Jillica.
Jillica.
Yeah, my parents started with Jill and couldn't settle for 4 letters.
You have a lovely name, dear.
I do. It's my name.
You do. Are you going to continue to wear your mask?
The curse isn't there, so yeah, I think it's cute.
Okay, lovely.
So, how about we just call everything square?
Square.
I mean, we'll just say we had a rough start to our partnership, our traveling companionship, but I think at this point we're at a pretty equal footing, and
Yeah, square. Things are square. Yes.
perfect.
Clarifying question. I think we covered this earlier, but our working theory is that Arena and Ismark are just like hanging out, not in battles, but still traveling.
Yeah, they're with us. They're traveling with us. Just kind of, they're keeping a good 50 feet click behind us at all times.
Very good at hiding. Excellent.
Very good at hiding. Yep, their stealth is unparalleled. As you go along, she does kind of start to explain the areas around Barovia. She lets you know that we are headed to it's called the Gentle Pool. She says that there's either going to be a test to cross, or there will be payment to cross. But either way, we should be fine. And she brings us to the edge of some water. Let me get your tokens on the map here. All right. So yes, we can cross here. This is the shallows. The shallows are safer-ish. Wild. Her token just disappeared.
Yeah, she has this kind of really cool temporary token looking thing.
Oh. Okay, it says that her file's been moved, and I have not moved it, so I don't have her photo anymore. Sorry. It just vanished. All good. So she'll step up to the bank of the river, and she'll raise her voice really high and yell with her head back, "We're seeking passage across the River Ivlis and wish to..." And then she kind of looks around at you guys. You guys want to pay or you want to take a test?
Can we do both? If we fail the test, can we pay?
Yeah, I think we can pay if we fail the test, if we live through the test.
Okay. I don't know how you guys feel, but I kind of prefer to save our coin.
A test! We want to do a test! From the distant shore, there's this very violent wind blowing in your direction, and she turns to face you and she says, "Looks like the test started." And so she starts wading out into the water. It is about knee deep on her, and she's small child size.
Okay. So, are we to start wading out too?
Yeah. The test is, have you heard of undertow?
Yes.
Yeah, so just don't be swept away, huh?
Okay, so the only one I'm really concerned about, I'm probably most concerned about Sparrow, because he's a little bit lighter. Do I have the ability to carry Sparrow?
Does Sparrow wish to
Or
be
have
carried?
him? Well, I guess that's the other question too. Sparrow, do you want to piggyback ride?
I was gonna suggest we all hold on to a rope. That works too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yep.
that definitely works. Do we still have that rope, Darmyl?
I have
Yeah.
rope.
Oh, you have rope too.
I do. And if Shepherd has the front of it, as he is taller, and then
Ember just like
easiest to
cocks
see
a
through the
bare
water.
That is actually one of the things I do not have. I do not have any rope of my own, so I'm at your mercy for that. So
We
you
would
guys,
ensure we all stay together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got 50 feet of it.
if you guys want to go ahead and tie some rope to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the little girl appearing, Jolica, she wants nothing to do with the rope.
That makes me a little nervous.
She gestures very plainly to her whole body. That would get in the way of all of this.
Assuming she looks quite comfortable in the water.
Oh yeah, like she was born in it almost.
Yeah, didn't we determine that she is of the water?
A mermaid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's good. She's fine.
Yeah, this isn't really a test for her.
Yeah.
Ember picks up the end of the rope in her bare mouth, assuming she will be the caboose.
Yes.
All right.
Alright.
Alright, Shepherd will have you go first. Move in 10-foot increments.
Well, that's 2 at a time, right?
That is 2 at a time, and then when you've made those 2, make an acrobatics check, please.
Okay. I have a 16.
Okay, that's good. Darmyl and Sparrow, you can also move up 10 feet. You do not have to make checks. And Ember, you're pulling up the rear. You're not far enough in to need to make a check. And Jolica is literally swimming around like a dolphin, just up and down and breaking the waves and just kind of having her time of her life, joyfully, gleefully singing and jumping and jumping and happy and happy and jumping and happy and jumps on a really bad to watch you guys. Anyways, Shepherd, yeah, 10 more feet.
Another acrobatics check.
This time, since we're getting out into the stronger currents, make a strength check to hold your ground. Alright, that's good. Darmyl and Sparrow, you do not have to make a check. You can go forward 10 feet. Ember, pulling up the rear. Do an acrobatics to find your footing.
14.
Alright. Shepherd, you can go 10 more feet. Alright. Part of the test, make a dex saving. As you brush the lily pad aside to wade forward, a twig blight pops its head out of the water and smacks you in the side of the head, surprising you with one non-lethal damage and then diving back under the water. This is also going to trigger a reaction from you. I need a dex saving throw to not fall over in surprise.
12.
12. You will fall over. It is not deep water, but you'll kind of nudge and move 5 feet in a random direction, so we're going to roll for that. You're going to move south 5 feet from the water's current as you fall.
Okay.
Darmyl and Sparrow, the tautness of the rope has let looser, so I'll need both of you to make a dex saving throw to hold your and maintain your balance.
Okay.
16.
Dirty 20.
Alright, and you've managed to maintain and hold the line, which means Ember, you're good as well, and all of you can move up 5 feet to make up the difference to Shepherd. You want to stand up, Shepherd?
Yep.
You're able to do so pretty easily thanks to the support of your 5 foot away companions, and you're able to start heading off in 10 feet direction again. On this end of it, make an acrobatics check.
That was shit. I got a 5.
So as I was saying before, this is all very nice ankle shin deep. You have managed to find one of the sinkholes, and you sink down to your neck. You're not being pushed away, but you are not above the water either. There is perks to going first in all circumstances. Darmyl, directly ahead of you, we have a now neck, head above water, shepherd.
I reach down and try to pull the rope to pull him back up.
You do we'll call it a strength.
Okay. Is +3. That is a 15 + 3, 18.
Alright, yeah, you're able to kind of help mosey him back up and give him half footing. So Shepherd, we're calling this, you're on one hand and one knee and the other half of your body's still in the hole, but you should be able to pry yourself up on your own from this point.
Okay.
Alright, it only gets more fun from here, you guys. Y'all played Minesweeper before, right? Alright, Shepherd. 10 feet.
Can I move diagonally or?
Yeah. A diagonal is a 5 foot, and then the next diagonal is a 15. So you can do diagonal 1, and then up or down or left or right. Just like that. Yeah. Alright, Darmyl. Sparrow. Sparrow, you have stepped into the sinkhole.
Oh. I didn't even realize that.
That's alright. That is very in character for Sparrow. You're going to go under entirely. But I will say, like, you can definitely react as you're going down. We'll call it a dex saving throw.
Get a 9.
Yeah, you went underwater.
Can I yank the rope up?
But I can still hold on to the rope.
Yeah, you can still hold onto the rope. Ember, I'm going to have you move closer. Move up 10 feet. Ember, can you roll a dex saving throw reactionary to seeing your ally before you go under?
That's a 4.
Okay, you are unable to do anything about it currently as you're still maintaining your footing slowly and steadily through the treacherous waters. The treacherous shallow waters. Shallow appearing waters. All right. Shepherd, do you want to do 10 more feet?
That will bring me down to the shore.
How about Darmyl, roll a strength and an acrobatics.
Okay. We'll do strength first.
Shepherd, roll a d4. Add that to the strength roll of Darmyl.
Strength is a 12. Acrobatics is a 10.
The 2.
So a 14 and a 10. Alright. You're able to move forward. Sparrow, I need a dex saving throw, please.
18.
You're drug out of the water, like belly first, kind of up out of the hole because Darmyl's moving forward, and you're just kind of getting drugged along behind.
That works.
Yeah,
Like
a lot better than getting sucked into the underwater tunnels that you almost died from. Good memories, you guys. Good memories.
Over here.
Yep. Follow the safe path, Ember. Do it. The wind stops as soon as Darmyl, you're within 5 feet, and the wind abruptly stops, and everything goes calm. And the raging brook that you're crossing kind of goes still as you're greeted by the woman on the other side of the bank. And Jillica hops up onto the shore. Jillica looks up at the scary, intimidating figure and says, "Hey, big sis." And the druid looks at her fondly and turns to you all with a very anger and hatred-filled eyes. "What do you want on this side of the river?"
I forgot where we're going again. There's so much activity.
The city of Vallaki.
Vallaki, yep. We're going to Vallaki to bring Arena, I think there. Yeah. We're going to Vallaki for a party member.
Okay. Huh. I thought you were. Never mind. It's fine. Yeah, you're totally welcome. It seems. I really appreciate you taking my test and coming this way. I haven't had anyone who's like been as adventurous and fun-spirited. So I was just a little worried that you were with the others. So I'm really happy to see that you're just travelers who went the harder than normal way for some reason. But I really enjoyed this, and I'm very thankful that you came this way, even though there are better ways across the river, like bridges and stuff.
We'll say was, but who did you think we were?
Oh, I thought you were with the old women.
Who are the old women?
They send shoes down the river. They think they can just litter and throw waste and cloth and clothing and shoes into the water to dispose of their dark deeds.
Oh.
That does not sound very sanitary.
Well, it's not, and that's why I'm so frustrated. I dredge these waters and I clean them as much as I possibly can, and there's still more flowing from upstream.
Strange thing to do.
It is. It really is. I mean, the waters aren't even that close, and they trudge across the hill, down the hill, to the water, just to throw their shoes in the water. It's like they're sending a message to all of the people in the land of Barovia that if you don't pay up, this will happen to your children, Wild.
I'm just going to sigh very deeply because it's obvious to me that they're trying to get rid of evidence of something. But okay. Strangely enough,
Well,
people
here,
here.
here. Why don't you all come and get out of the water? You
Yeah.
know, it's only gonna get later into the evening here, and when it does become night, it's better to not be in the water.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I won't keep you. I might invite Jellica for dinner if she wants to stay. Jellica looks eager to have been invited by this person she looks up to as an older sibling, despite their age difference. Yes, that sounds super fun. I was getting bored of these travelers, and my trust for them is waning. So, yes, I'll stay with you.
I'm glad we were able to bring you to your sister and that you're safe now. So
Yeah, not sister, but like big sister, you know.
okay. I can't say I'm glad to have met you, but I'm glad
Let me
to.
finish that for you. We once crossed paths. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
Ember just does like a big shake and splashes water all over the two of them, and just as they're leaving.
Untie the rope from us and pack it back into my bag
Yep.
for possible future use.
Yep.
All right. We are now able, due to our past circumstances, to travel all the way up here to this crossroads without any untoward happenings.
How much time has passed?
At this point, it has been about 2 hours since we met the girl at the tree trunk.
Ah, human speech again. How lovely. Oh wait, 2 hours since we met the girl at the tree trunk.
And then walked along the river, crossed the river, got to where we are. It's been 2 hours.
Okay, got it.
Yep. How long does wild shape last?
2 hours.
Oh, yeah. Human speech. Oh, nice. Yeah, so as I said, we can get up to the crossroads here. Whoever is taking the lead. Darmyl and Sparrow first. How about both of you roll a perception?
Perception. 5.
I got a 7.
Okay. Cool. So anybody else in the group want to roll a perception also while they're getting to that location?
Yes.
Ew. Woof. A 10.
I have an 18.
Okay, so everyone, except for Shepard, there are 2 paths. One is a dirt path that goes into the woods, and there are some, like, kind of a distant village, and then there's a cobblestone path that goes into deeper woods, and there is not a town that way. Shepard, you alone have good vision as it is starting to become dusk. And you're able to see very, very clearly that in the direction of the town, there are hundreds of shambling zombies milling around. Hundreds of zombies. Which direction would you guys like to go?
Wow. So, my intrepid traveling companions, we are not going northwest.
Northwest.
Why?
Because there are hundreds of zombies.
Oh shit.
So, although that is the direction of the town, I think that would likely not be the safest way to go. Is there any other kind of shelter that we can see that's close by to spend the evening?
So if you look to the west, there does appear to be kind of a overhang of kind of a cliff face that you could probably make camp under. Right around here.
Karina and her brother mentioned safe houses along the way. assuming we have not reached any of those.
Oh,
We are nowhere-
so Irina, yes, thank you for bringing her up. I apologize. Yeah, she will chime in here as well and say, oh, well, points in the direction of zombies. That was one of the safe houses.
So, cliff overhang it is.
Okay.
I think we should
Cliff
rest
overhang.
a while.
Let us rest here. Irina will start setting up tents that she has in her and Ismark's packs and making a nice little camp base. Ismark will start kind of getting some spears whittled from sticks that he gathers and kind of like laying them around as kind of traps to prevent any untoward enemies from trying to pursue your camp as you all rest for the evening. There is in fact kind of a like burned scar mark to the ground and kind of a soot residue on the overhang this underside, showing that many other travelers have probably camped here as well, due to its natural cover and safety aspects. And so we will rest here for the night. And I think this is probably also a pretty good spot to call it for the evening as well.
Okay.
So thank you all so much for joining, for coming for our session 6.
Woohoo!